Hey, Baron, it's great to see you today. How are you doing?
I'm great today. How are you?
I'm really good. So you reached out to me and you said, Teddy, give me some ideas on LinkedIn that, well, let me ask you, say it to me again. Tell me what it is that you're the one thing I can help you with that might help you in your business.
Well, that's really what it's about, right? I'm trying to make connections and drive business, and so that's why I wanted to reach out to you to get some tips on how to improve my LinkedIn profile.
Okay. So we'll talk about your LinkedIn profile, but I did a little research beforehand. I have a couple other things I think might be helpful with you as well. But let's start with your LinkedIn profile. Okay. So first of all, um, just a thought. A lot of acronyms on the end of your LinkedIn profile. A lot of, I get the JD and I don't know what LOMIP is. I don't know what BSME. I don't know what those are, but maybe because I'm not your target audience, maybe. If I was your target audience, am I going to clearly know what these mean?
Well, probably, I mean, if they're going to know that I'm an attorney, and
Get
then they're
that.
going to know that IP for intellectual property. And then the others are the BSME and MSECE. Those are engineering degrees. And so they would probably know those acronyms if they're used to talk, if they have some familiarity with intellectual property and patent attorneys.
Okay. Yeah, I often coach people to be careful using these terms that may not roll easily out of the head of your target audience. That may,
Right.
distract them, confuse them, or say, well, this guy's an engineering guy. I don't need an engineering guy unless.
Right. No, I understand.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. I think it's a way for me to quickly, for people that say, okay, they know I'm an attorney, they know what kind of attorney I am right from my LinkedIn profile. Just from seeing that, say a link, just right away, they know what my background is.
Okay. All right. One other reason why I encourage you not to put that all in there is that when we go to tag you on LinkedIn, every time we tag you on LinkedIn, all of that comes with it.
Yes. Yeah, I understand. So if
Yeah.
I change it, then I also have to go back to a lot of places where I've put that profile link in to the new one.
No,
So,
no, no, you do not. If you all you got to do is edit your name. All you have to do is edit your name. You don't need to change anything else. When you go
really,
to edit
okay.
your name, it's this field right here that you got to change. That's all you got to change.
Okay. All right. Because if that's the case, then I can maybe update it. I just thought that it would be because that was in my profile, it would be in the LinkedIn address.
Yeah,
So,
no, it may be in your LinkedIn address, but in the context of your headline, um, you're not going to break anything by changing your LinkedIn name. We bring this up. So yeah, this is the URL. Now see, now that you have that out there and you've been using that for so long, I would never change that.
okay.
That could break
I was
stuff.
getting that confused. Okay.
Yeah, this is your URL. This is just simply your name. And excuse me, I should never refer to your name as just simply. So yeah, I would tighten that down and then take these specifically some of these extra ones here that are add-on value statements and maybe put those maybe in here. Okay,
Okay.
you don't need to put this here. Patentbaron.com. That should be in your contact information. It is right there.
Right.
So you can take this out and replace that maybe with BSME and maybe
Okay.
this. Okay. Um,
Yeah, that's good.
and you could the classic car enthusiast. I mean, this right here, Baron, is probably one of the most, not probably, is one of the most important fields on LinkedIn. It is the number one field beyond your name field that is searched when people are searching. And
Mhm.
you want to put in there what they are searching for, what people are searching for. And I get, law firm experience. I don't see the word IP in here. I would think IP should be in here. I would think intellectual property should be in here. That's what people are searching for.
Okay. No, that's
So you're
good.
helping clients protect their intellectual property.
Right.
Probably be a powerful statement.
Yeah, no, that's good.
This is a powerful adjustment right here.
Yeah, no, I like that.
Put what your target audience is searching for. And then here's another big one I noticed as well. In your about section, you only have 3 lines. You get 2,600 characters here. Now, I just dropped on your desk a big undertaking. You don't need to do it all at once, but 2,600 characters is a whole lot of text in your about section. What you should start with in your about section is a statement, 1 or 2 sentences within 3 lines that clearly tells your target audience what you do for them, how you create value for them. It's a good statement, but it doesn't tell me what you do for me.
Right. No, it's good. I like that. I jotted it all down. So
yeah. And then, lead with, take some of the most important keywords, IP, engineering, take some of the most important keywords that are relevant and important to your target audience, and then write a sentence or 2 about each one. Maybe write a sentence or 2 or 3 about intellectual property and why it is so important for you to help people manage that. And another thought too, Baron, write a sentence or 2 about how much you enjoy helping businesses, helping business owners, helping startups, helping entrepreneurs, et cetera, manage and protect their intellectual property. How much you enjoy. People hire people who love doing what they need to have done. Would you ever hire a grumpy plumber?
Not unless I really had to.
Unless you really had to, yeah. Another perspective as well. You get 100 characters in this field right here. It's called your title field.
Okay.
So expand that out. And speak more to keyword rich in that field, more to what you do and how you help your clients.
Okay, yeah, it's kind of those things like a theme, right? The keywords, making sure the keywords are used as frequently as possible.
Yeah, because if I do a search on your profile for intellectual intellectual property, and that's the word you want to be found for. Well, I found it 5 times.
Right.
But imagine if I could find intellectual property 15 times or 20 times throughout all of this content. Because again, you get, 2,000 characters here. You get 2,000 characters here. You use the term IP, that gets lost in search. Use the phrase intellectual property. Because that's what people look for. And the more you use your keywords, not just intellectual property, there are probably other keywords, the higher your LinkedIn profile will rank when people are searching for intellectual property attorneys.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So, and in each one of these fields, the year and a half that you work for these dudes, talk about the intellectual property work you did. Talk about the intellectual property work you did. Okay. Just a sentence or 2, making sure in each one of these, you use the terms, intellectual property being one of them, maybe other terms that are relevant within these fields.
Okay.
Yeah. You got a whole lot of boxes here where you can add content that is keyword rich.
Okay.
It's not about Bosch. It's not about Hella. It's not about Ford. It's about what you did back then that is relevant using keywords to who you are and what you do today.
Okay.
Where relevant and appropriate. Don't do keyword stuffing.
Okay. Yeah, right. Not just keep writing intellectual property 150 times.
Yeah, that'll pretty much shut your profile down. Because LinkedIn, their algorithms look for stuffing just like Google's algorithms do.
Okay.
So there's a couple of tips on your profile.
Okay.
I saw another idea I thought I'd share with you. Or we willing to look at your activity for a minute and talk about a little bit about your activity?
Yeah, sure.
So, you're sharing some interesting content. This is only, less than an hour old. It hasn't gotten any love. This is 15 hours. Got a little bit of love, 2 touches. This only got 1 touch. It's got touches, but anybody's going to go look at a YouTube video of a rocket. I noticed this piece of content here got a little bit of love, but then I scrolled down earlier. I saw it again. A thought: don't reshare content. Instead, if you want me to see this, engage on it. And maybe engage. Somebody commented, you didn't comment back.
Right.
Do you know Dan?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, what I would encourage you to do is always engage back. Never let someone touch your stuff without you coming back and engaging with them. That will help move that content up and maybe get it the opportunity to be re-seen.
Okay.
Yeah. The other thing too is, if there's somebody that you recently talked with about patent history, maybe you recently talked to someone about that. So maybe what you could do is go, hey, Steve, I shared this after my conversation with you. Or, hey, Bill, I was thinking of you when I shared this. Remember our conversation? It creates an opportunity to realistically, transparently create engagement on your content. And you simply tag somebody, tag them. And if you know them well enough, then you can get rid of their last name, and pull them into the conversation.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds good.
Powerful way to get your more eyeballs on your content, and to get, again, and when someone touches your content, you get 5 comments here. You didn't engage, maybe you gave her a thumbs up. You didn't. Always go back. If they took the time to touch your stuff, come back and engage with them. It's that not just a like, but a meaningful engagement. It's those conversations as they grow that pushes your content up the hill.
Okay.
Yeah. So, yeah, this would be a powerful way to get more eyeballs on your content. So, just a couple thoughts. So, anyway.
Yeah, it's good. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work.
Yeah. And the other thing too is, every time someone touches your content, if they're relevant to you, go back and see if you can strike a conversation up with that person beyond this post. If this gentleman, Joseph Lawrence, is relevant to you in some way or another, maybe go look at his LinkedIn profile. Maybe, send him an invite. Hey, Joseph, I saw you engaged on my, my classic car post. I thought I'd reach out and say hi and invite you to connect. Again, if he's relevant to you. Right. If the person engaging is not highly relevant to your business, and I'm not saying Randy isn't, but if they're not highly relevant to your business, then at the very least you can do is a gratuitous thank you.
Yeah. No, I understand.
Well, those are some suggestions I think you can use that may get you more opportunities to connect with the right people and more opportunities to move those people into the right conversations.
Yeah, no, those are some really good tips. And I really appreciate your help.
Cool. Well, go try that. Reach back out to me in a couple months. And let me know if something new and or better happened.
All right. Sounds good. Thanks, Teddy.
All right. You take care.